Welcome to the lecture series, and today we are discussing March 2019 physics paper. Okay, so the first question says the ampere, meter and second are the SI units. So the first question are straight to other SI units, right? So it can be like candela, CD, it can be like Kelvin, K for temperature. Okay, so the next thing it says the average drift speed V is given by mu into F over E. Where E is the charge on the electron and F is the force, and we have to determine the units of mu. So first of all, we make mu the subject of the formula. E into V over F. Okay, E is what? E is the charge. If you remember, the charge is A into S. So A into S. V is what? V is the speed. So multiply by ms minus 1 divide by force, that is kg ms minus 2. So simplifying them, we are getting a final answer A into kg minus 1 into s square. This is our SI unit. Hope you guys have understood this thing. Okay, moving further. What is displacement? Displacement basically it is distance covered in specific direction. What is acceleration? Acceleration is basically what change in velocity per unit time. Okay, a man wearing a wingsuit gloves, constant velocity of 47 at an angle of 24 to the horizontal. So this is the angle, this is the glide pathway, this is the horizontal, this is the person. The path of the man is shown. So man is coming this way. Okay, the total mass of the wingsuit is this 85. The man takes 2.8 minutes to glide from point A to B. So state and explain whether it is in equilibrium. Okay, since the person is coming with a constant velocity, no? And constant velocity, so it means that there is no resultant force. Since the acceleration is not there, so it means that it is in equilibrium. Now show that the difference in height between point A and B is 3200 meters. Okay, so between point A and B, where is it? This is A, this is B, and they are asking that the height, the difference in height. That means that this is the point. Okay, so we are looking at this vertical component, and this vertical component is, how we will be calculating the vertical component first of all. So the vertical component of speed or velocity of velocity would be calculated 47 into sine 24. Okay, this is V. The vertical component would be calculated like this. So this would be giving us an answer of ms minus 1. Then for calculating distance, distance is equals to what? V into T. So V into T. So this is 24. V into T, and T is 2.8 minutes. So it fits in minutes and we are converting it into seconds. So that will be a distance in meters. So the answer is coming 3200 meters. Hope you guys have understood this thing. Okay. Then it says from the movement of man from A to B, determine the decrease in gravitational potential energy, mgh, right? So m is what? Mass. Mass is 85, taking g as 9.81, and the decrease in gravitational potential energy is basically h. So h is 3200 meters. So we are getting a value that is 2.7 10 to the power 6 joules. Now it says the magnitude of the force of the man due to resistance. So due to resistance, work done against this force. And please be very careful because often students lose marks over here. No? If you have gotten this answer wrong, then you will be carrying it further over here. The mass will be deducted over here as well of carry forward. So the magnitude of the force on the man, right? Sorry. So force is equals to work done upon distance. So 47 into 2.8 into 60, right? If you recall, work done is what? Force into distance covered in the direction of force. So force can be calculated as work done divided by distance covered. So we are getting a force of 340 Newton. Next question, the pressure of the still air on A is 63 kilopascal and on B is 92 kilopascal. Assume the density of the air is constant between A and B. Determine the density. Okay, so we have to find what? We have to find density. So pressure formula, change in pressure can be calculated. Rho G change in H, right? So they have given us two pressure differences. So the two pressure differences are 92,000 minus 63,000, taking 10 power 3 over here into rho into 9.81 into 3200, that is the change in height. So the value of rho is coming 0.92 kg meter per cube. I hope that you guys are understanding this thing. Okay, now this is a very tricky question. That is of momentum. Okay, has a velocity of this in the direction of AB, but Y has a mass of this and a velocity of this in the direction of this AB. So this is like projectile and momentum combined. If the two balls of collide at point B, the balls stick together and travel along the horizontal path in the direction of this, and this is the path that they have taken. By considering the components in direction of A and B, momentum show that the ball X has a mass of 4 kg. Okay, so what is momentum? Yes. What is momentum then? Okay, so I would be saying m mass into 3, that is the speed of this particle, this direction, and this particle has two directions and 60 angle, right? So we have to look at this component, right? So it would be equal to 2.5 mass into 9.6 into cos 60. After equating the values, we are getting the mass of 4.0 kg. Okay. Next part. Next part, calculate the common velocity of the two particles after collision, right? So after collision, what has happened? Mass, since they have collided, after collision then would be the vertical component, right? Sin 60 is equals to combined masses into combined V. So we are getting a velocity of 3.2 meter per second. Okay, then it says the difference between the initial kinetic energy and the initial kinetic energy of Z. So we have to take the difference. So for difference, we are calculating the using the formula of kinetic energy. This was the initial, and this is, so we are getting a value of 97 joules. I hope that you guys have understood this part. So they were asking of ball X and initial of ball Y, right? So initial was 9.6 of one and it was 3 of the other. So it was pretty straightforward. So this is the end of the session. Hope you guys have understood this part. We will be continuing with more series later on.